Hey guys! Hello! How are you? So from our previous episode, we've shown you on how to maintain the machine. So for this video, we are going to focus more on designing and using the machine. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Start.
This is the part where we are going to design your embroidery patterns. Hello guys, this is the EmCad software, the system where we are going to digitize the designs of embroidery patterns of your choice. This software is like a counterpart of AutoCAD in architectural or engineering design. So, you might get overwhelmed for all the buttons and choices on the interface of this software, but don't worry, you'll get used to it. Before we start, let me introduce you to the interface that we're going to use in designing your desired patterns. The main interface contains 4 areas. Number 1 is the main toolbar, including the common toolbar. Number 2, tools for editing and generating objects, including the input method, stitch trace, object edition, and other tools. Number 3, design area, the area of designing the pattern. Number 4, parking toolbar. In this picture, the tools of object list are displayed. This tool can be concealed. One of the most important things that we need to know is the use of mouse. Basically, the left key is used as the main input method. You use the left key when you're creating an angular or straight type of point and pattern. On the other hand, when you're inputting curve control point, mouse right key can be used. Just press enter when you're done inputting your pattern. Now, to locate the pattern properties that you've just created, you may double-click the pattern using the left key. On the Object Property tab, you may find the fill stitch, where the different type of stitches were located. You may find here satin, tatami, zigzag, pattern split, E-stitch, and many more. You may also want to check out the general, where the size of the pattern is located, and the connector when you want to trim the thread after embroidering certain pattern. You may do it here. Now, to begin with, let us first load a photo of the pattern that we want to digitize. I have downloaded a photo of an Art Nouveau inspired pattern on Google. So if you wanted to create your own pattern, you may draw it and digitize it on Photoshop, or you wanted to directly put it here on the EmCad. But now, let's try to use an open source pattern. After we have loaded the photo, let us check first the property of the image. Again, double-click using the left key. On here, you may find the Image tab and the General tab. In the Property interface, the position is the coordinate of the center point of the image object, and the size is the actual size of the image unit in millimeters. By modifying or inputting figures, user can change the size and position of the image object. To know the size of the image is to make a preparation for planning the design size of the pattern. Now, let's start tracing the pattern that we've chosen. In this tutorial, we are going to use 2 of the tools on tracing a pattern. First is the complex fill. The complex filling is a special input method for inputting the closed area of filling. After inputting the basic outline, user can press enter to skip the input. and then the system will initialize the object according to the default settings. After pressing enter to finish the input of the first outline, user can press enter to start the input operation of start or endpoint. Input the start point of object, which is displayed as the diamond figure. Input the endpoint of object, which is displayed as the cross figure. Input the stitch direction. It is represented by segment between the arrows. If you're not satisfied with your traced pattern, you may reshape it or edit it using the Shape tool. For the next tool, we have Input Symmetry. The input method symmetry has two basic outlines. For easy identification at inputting the object, these two outlines are displayed in different colors. At inputting the outlines, the control points on the blue line are input at first. Then, the input control points in red line. The gray segment between the red line and blue line are angles of stitches. The next step that we're going to use is the mirror, used in duplicating the pattern. For the next step, we are going to do a multiple duplication. First, select all the patterns using the polygon tool. Set the pattern according to your desired preference. Another tool for duplicating the pattern is the kaleidoscope tool. After completing the pattern, we will now organize it according to your desired embroidery sequence. What should go first and what should be the last. For our last step, save the pattern to your flash drive with DST as its format. For our first step, cut the fabric according to the size that you want and enough to the embroidery frame that we will be using. You may also use your own shirts. Next, turn on the machine. Insert the flash drive to the USB port located at the side of the machine. Load the design pattern that you've just created. Set the size of your preferred hoop and put the pattern on your desired position. Set the machine to embroidery mode on, then set the color by inputting the number where your desired thread is located. Click the green button when you're okay. Make sure to check the machine while running because sometimes threads may break. Wait for it to finish and voila! You're now done with your embroidery.
Thank you for watching this episode of FabLab. We hope you have learned something from us.
We would like to give our deepest gratitude to FabLab Mindanao for this collaboration.
Please like and share this video and don't forget to like FabLab Bicol, FabLab Mindanao and FabLab PH official Facebook page for more FabLab contents.
We hope to see you soon and never stop creating because here in FabLab we can make almost anything. Goodbye!